Johnny B here, aka Collector the Hordarian, for the purposes of this here stream. I do a couple of streams under the Geeks Like Us umbrella. For this one, I do what I like to call unboxings because it sounds kind of epic. And the Collector name, of course, is derived from the fact that I collect things, as if you couldn't tell from all the different geeky statues and figures and things in the background. But I just thought it was kind of a fun riff on 80s fantasy hero, tropes like Conan the Barbarian, Ator, and Kroll and things like that. So, anyways, as collector, I sit on. I order a lot of stuff. I'm actually trying to keep that within capacity. Because I'm sort of at capacity here in my man cave, my secret hideout. And my wife is more of I suppose my foil with this. She's a bit more of a neat freak, so she rightfully gets on me, and so I periodically have to go through my stuff, and it's just so hard to let go of when your shit is cool. I come in here, and she comes in here and she gets like super stressed and is like and just backs out. I come in here and I'm just like, wow, this is my spot. I'm surrounded by cool shit. And don't get me wrong, I'm definitely a fan of, hey, spend money on experiences and live life, laugh, love, etc. But I don't know. I was born in an era where collecting was foisted on me. I actually had a neighbor friend across the street who introduced me to collecting like comic books and cards and things like that, and it just stayed with me. And I mean, who can deny the fun of like I mean, nowadays, a lot of folks buying like Pokemon card packs and just, maybe finding that elusive rare foil hollow card or what have you. But my interest range across different kind of fandoms and different genres and things. Anything from boutique, off the beaten path kind of movies. Sometimes vinyl, but not so much anymore. If anything, I'll frame vinyl and put it up on a wall. But figures. Collector's editions of like video games. I'm a big video game collector. And in fact, I have been since, because I've been a gamer since day one and just happened to hold on to games that I liked. And over time, I mean, I did end up selling some just because I was a poor, broke student and needed some cash. And of course, I'm, lamenting that. I've had some bangers that I let go of in the last 20 years. Games like Dragoon, the RPG, Crusaders of Senti on Sega Genesis, all impeccable, complete in box. But I'm sure I made another collector happy, and at the time made me happy to have the cash. I did sell somewhat recently the collector's edition of Blasphemous. And I still have some real bangers in my collection. So just to flex a little bit there and brag, but it's it's not really about that. It's more like what makes you happy, and collect how you want. Of course, as I like to say, some people are like, "Hey, I actually play my games." I'm like, "Okay, well, that's cool. Good for you." I do open some. I keep some sealed. It's just whatever you want to do. Of course, don't yuck somebody's yum. So, well, I thought I maybe would start out. I my Sometimes I'll do what I call like I'm the tastarian, and that's when I try like different kind of food snacks or drinks. I got a very special one here today, the Mountain Dew Mango Rush. So this I've been jonesing to try. I mean, look at that can. It's just beautiful. It's a taller can. It's all orange. You got the Little Caesars guy on there, and that's no accident. This was an exclusive flavor available only at Little Caesars, and I had found out about it randomly, and my wife and my daughter were checking out colleges, and I just randomly I was like, hey, if you happen to be by a Little Caesars, go see if they got this stuff, and they found it. They found one, and they had the Mountain Dew, and so they bought a case, and but I'm just gonna try one, and if I like it, maybe we'll go through the whole case. I definitely want to have my son try it. He's definitely enjoys some Mountain Dew. But without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and crack this open and give it a try. Getting the nose, so definitely has the mango scent. Hmm. It's funny when people say something has heat. I expect heat. This don't really have heat. Maybe it's a touch. I don't know. My capacity for assessing heat is a bit skewed because I'm kind of a spice hound. I will put Carolina Reaper essence drops in my morning coffee, kind of thing. So this for spice hounds is not spicy at all, really. I mean, just maybe a tiny smidge, but so that's disappointing to me. Um, but it tastes good. It definitely tastes like mango, like a sweet mango soda. So I'd maybe give it a 6 out of 10. I mean, I'd give it a bit more if it had the heat, maybe an 8. But that is disappointing that the heat's not there. Okay, well, I tried that. Now, on to the unboxing. Some things I've already kind of rifled through, or uh, but I wanted to include them. Oh, and by the way, this hat here. I'm a lover of hats. I have a ton. I picked this up. Oh, hi, Mark. Anybody, if you know, you know. The infamous movie The Room. I'm a lover of bad, cheesy B movies, and that's one of the all-time greatest, most well-known of the bunch. And Greg Sestero, who was in the film with Tommy Wiseau, the writer, director, actor of the film, he does he travels, just does screenings of the film. So I went to one of The Room some time ago, but more recently he did a screening of Tommy Wiseau's Big Shark, and I guess it's his take on Jaws, that happens in New Orleans of all places, and it was a hoot. I had a great time. It's all about having as big an audience as possible that is very active and hopefully inebriated and just participating, and we're riffing on it as we go. I mean, that's just the way to go. It's a lot of fun. So anyways, I bought this hat from Greg Sestero, got a little photo op, and he signed it. And I also, you can see up here actually, there's The Room VHS that I got him to sign as well. And he's like, who do I make this out to? And I was like, Johnny. And they're like, oh, how perfect is that? So let's see what we got in here. So recently there was Prime Day, and they had some pretty sweet specials, some sales. I just went ahead and plunked down $10 for this because I'm like, why not? I mean, it had kind of middling reviews, but I mean, for $50+ game to go for $10, looks pretty decent. Some people were describing it, with like Devil May Cry vibes. I'm like, sure, for $10, why not? And I love that it's physical. I'm a big fan of, I have digital purchases as well, of course, but I like collecting physical for just to have the tangible thing, to be able to play the game. I mean, I know a lot of games you technically can't because it out of the box needs like an update or something, and that's a little disappointing. But anyway, there's just something about physical and taking off the cellophane wrap, popping it open, and getting that fresh game smell. I also ordered Daymare 1998 on the PS4. This was $4. I mean, how could I not order it? Like, I still have a PS4 and a PS5 that'll play with the disc, reader that'll play PS4 games. And people were describing this as like a classic Resident Evil game, complete with the tank controls and everything. And I'm like, why not? $4, man. Come on. That's a no brainer in my opinion. Okay, I have some other things here that are just like some Amazon purchases, but I was gonna share. Um, yeah, some of my stuff is from Amazon, but a lot of the cooler stuff I think is gonna be from like Limited Run Games, Vinegar Syndrome, stuff like that. So, what was this? I think this was maybe $20. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. This series. I remember playing the original Final Fantasy VII on PS1 back in the day. I never finished it because I had put it aside for a while, and then once you put it aside, you're like, where am I going again? And there's, it's just I got lost, and so. But I did enjoy it when I was playing it, and it is iconic, of course, and of course, so people. Some of that, the positive reviews might be nostalgia infused, gushing, but it just does look clean. I mean, it looks amazing, and I'm excited to play this eventually. I'm just gonna have to add it to my backlog of like a gajillion games. So in addition to that, I mean, I got a few things from Amazon. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh good, I was worried about this. So I bought Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D remake. Look at that art. That cover art is gorgeous. Um, I just, it looked amazing. I've never played the Dragon Quest series, and now seems like a perfect time to jump in. I want to get the 1 and 2 remake, but I was about to press buy on the Nintendo Switch 2 version, but then I saw it was a game key card. Not real keen on that. It's basically like just a box with a code in it. I something about, again, the tangible nature of having a cartridge. So I'll get that maybe on Xbox or something. Um, all right, what else do we have here? I usually go from the smaller packages to the larger ones. Let me grab this guy over here. So what we got? Oh yeah. So I'm gonna look like a big ass hypocrite, but I did buy this, and it's just a full game download code in there for these two games. But I mean, it was $10 for these two games. I sometimes like strategy games, but I mean, it's Mario, so I always tend to love Mario games, and I don't think they would have loaned out the such an iconic character to Ubisoft if they didn't approve. I'm sure Miyamoto oversaw at least on some level, and okayed it. And anyway, it had decent reviews, and I'm like, sure, $10, why not? Alrighty, moving along. Let's see. You know what? This is from Limited Rare Games. I might save this one because I'm hoping for a variant cover. So that might be a nice one to conclude on. I've also got Limited Legacy Games right here. I'm going to put that one aside. What do we got here? I don't even know what this is, so let's go. This is a surprise. Liberty Express What? I don't even know. Can't discern anything from what's on. Oh, okay. This was something I think I ordered from eBay. This looks fun. What else do we have in here? Just a packing slip. Okay. So I got a pretty decent price on this for the PS5. Nico Super Muscle Cat. I mean, look at this ridiculousness. A freaking cute kawaii kitty face on a roided up muscle bound body. I mean, this just looks hella fun. Perfect edition. So it's got little collectible kind of things, keychains, stickers, etc. But I can't wait to play this game. I might just keep this sealed. Again, just like the collector in me, and buy it digitally. I think I already have it digitally. To tell you the truth, maybe on Steam. I gotta check. A lot of killer deals on Steam right now for their summer sale. But anyways, this just looked just like insanity and just cute, silly, off the wall fun, and I'm all about it. It looks like a great like retro platformer, action platformer kind of thing. That definitely is what I vibe over. Especially in my other stream as Retronathan. So let's see here. Oh yeah, well this is a fun, just quick little thing. The other night so being a child of the '80s, I went to a show recently of one of my all-time faves from the decade, Human League. They don't come to the States that often, so I jumped at the opportunity to go, especially the venue that was so close by, and kind of a merch hound, and had to get their shirt, classic album cover shirt, the Dare album. Um, and I love a concert tee that's not black. I hate that there's so many black concert tees. It's like, hey, just inviting the sun to just get absorbed up on your skin. Um, so yeah, that's just the tour dates on the back there. And then I think the poster that I got is just the same thing, but it's signed. So I'll just move along here. Um, all right. Let's try. I'm gonna get this Amazon one that's over here out of my reach. Let's grab this one. At it. All right, got my collector weapon of choice, the box cutter. Oh yeah, I forgot I ordered this. I heard some controversy about this. So, Day of the Dead, Collector's Edition, terrific flick, one of the seminal zombie flicks from Romero, part 3 of his trilogy, Day of the Dead trilogy, or yeah. So the controversy on this one was just that I think they used some kind of similar vocal track that was not perfect, and people were a little bent out of shape about it. I actually did see a side-by-side comparison with the Blu-ray and then the 4K, and it didn't seem that much different, so I'm a little worried about that, but I definitely want to check it out. This one I think I'll pop open and just watch, maybe around Halloween time. I'm weird like that. I like to, not to say that I don't enjoy scary movies off season. I do. I'm actually watching Widow's Peak right now on Apple TV and really enjoying that. It's a very well-made show, but I don't know. I like to pack it all in and have like 2 months of Halloween, like September through, the end of October, and just, binge watch like daily if I can, horror movies and shows. All right. Let's go with, oh yeah, this will be a fun one. I believe I know exactly what this is. This here, little poster box that I ordered off of eBay, actually for my son. So I think he'll be excited to see this. I'll show him after the video, because he certainly ain't watching, so that won't be no surprise. Spoiler alert. He's busy gaming with his friends, as he should be. All right. I don't know if there's any easy way to open this. I'm just gonna rip it open. So we saw this movie recently separately. He saw it with his friend, and then I saw it with one of my friends, and I just felt compelled to get the poster for Backrooms. It's one of the best like horror films that I've seen in quite some time. And it maybe just worked better for me that I Not familiar with the lore. I didn't, really keep up with it over the years. So it was all new to me. Just felt so fresh. Directed by a 21-year-old. I'm very excited to see what else this director has in store. For like a potential sequel. I don't think they've announced anything yet, but definitely opens a door for it. And yeah, I loved that film. So did my son, and it was one of his first like horror films that he saw like in a theater. So I thought that was a pretty cool little first kind of thing for him. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and open this one. This actually was left out in the rain, so I'm hoping there's no damage. It definitely was like waterlogged, but these guys, Super Rare Games, are based out of the UK. They pack things pretty well, and usually with a lot of bubble wrap and whatnot. This actually fell out when I was bringing it upstairs, so little hint as to what's inside. We got Duck Detective. Just seemed like a cutesy little kind of game. They sell like these packs of cards, which they're one of the few retailers to continue doing that. I love that. Again, just being as a kid, I used to collect cards. I did collect the sports cards just to kind of fit in because everybody else was. I wasn't into sports. I was more like, I have Dark Crystal cards, Tron, Return of the Jedi, Raiders of the Lost Ark. I mean, just if it was a cool movie back in the day, I had cards for it. I had it. Here's some more. Another hint as to what's in here. Grapple Dogs, Cosmic Canines. Just looks like a cute platformer along the same lines as like Bionic Commando. But yeah, so you got those games. See, they're safely encased in their bubble wrap. No water damage that I can discern. And they'll have like unique stickers that they include. Just nice little touches like that I always appreciate. Oh wow, this is cool. Definitely want to take a gander at this. So I forgot I had ordered this. It's a book that details, I think, the history of Super Rare Games. Check that out. So the 150, I believe, is that they've had 150 releases. Yeah, I recognize some of these, like Dandara. The Grapple Dog. What's his name again? I haven't played the game yet. Let me open this up. Just want to take a peek at it. I love books like this, just nice coffee table books. I don't always like rifle through them, but I just love having them, and if I ever wanted to. So looks like it's just kind of shows like the cover art. Doesn't really get too much into the details of the release, which I'm generally pretty fine with. It's just kind of a nice way to depict, and maybe it does like later in the book kind of go into some of the details, but yeah, just showcasing their releases throughout the time that they've been a company. Yeah, so it does have some little blurbs at the end here, and then you've got sort of a checklist of sorts. That's pretty cool. I haven't been with them from the beginning, but I have the thing that they do so well. I think because it really taps into my FOMO. It's like mission accomplished. You're getting my money. You buy a membership with them. You don't have to, but it allows you to get access to their releases early. And not only that, but the version you get is like a special version. Like it has like a slip cover exclusive to that release, which us collectors can be very, especially like in the film world, man, slip covers are, they double a movie's value usually. It's crazy. But I get it. I mean, it just, it's just kind of how our minds work. Not saying it's logical or rational, but it is what it is. Okay, what is this from? Oh, here's another one from Super Rare Games. Oh yeah, I forgot I'd ordered this one. What is it? Savant Ascent Remix. There's the cards. I want to say this may have been like a mobile game, like back in the day, and then they just, you know, beautified it. I guess you can't see much in the bubble wrap, but I want to say it's sort of a tower defense type of action platformer sort of game, but I haven't played it yet. It's in the backlog. The backlog that's in the back rooms. I kid. All right. Let's go. You know what? How about some Vinegar Syndrome action? Always love me some Vinegar Syndrome. And, you know, they include this cool packing tape on the outside. Look at that. It's just... they're a brand that I've seen grow over time. I remember being at a convention one time, and they just, you know, they had a table, and they were pretty new. And I wasn't that keen on them, that impressed, because they were mostly like old, like porn kind of movies. And I'm like, I know there's an audience for that. That's not really my thing. But they also had Spookies, which is notoriously bad and weird and has amazing practical effects. It was done on a dime of a budget, and it had like 3 directors. It's such a mess, but I definitely enjoyed that release. All right, so what do we got here with Vinegar Syndrome? Let me unpack this a little bit. All right, so I know I said porn isn't my thing, but I got some Orgy of the Dead. Throw some Dead in, and I'm all right. You know, call me a necrophiliac. I don't know. This just looked freaking cool, man. I mean, look at this cover. And this is a special, like, new slip that they did for this release. So it kind of reeled me in, honestly, like the slip. But then looking at the trailer, I was intrigued. It just pops, and it has a very 60s kind of feel to it. And yes, it does have a sensual vibe, you know, and there's some naked gyration and whatnot. So I mean, that's, you know, I'm saying that's nice to look at. But yeah, it just seemed like a weird, fun little curiosity. So I was like, you know, I'll give that a go. I got here Marley's Revenge, the monster movie. I've always loved monsters since I was a kid. I used to get these little orange books that had all the Universal monsters and even Godzilla and King Kong. And I just and I loved the Legend of the Loch Ness Monster and Bigfoot and cryptozoology and all that. So, and I still do. I think that stuff is cool. It's fun. If it's just mythology, that's what it is. But I mean, it's just kind of fun to, you know, sort of make believe. And look, I mean, there's undiscovered stuff too. So that, you know, let's drive, you know, to discoveries of unknown beasts. But it looks like the tagline on this is, they say only the good die young, but no one said they'd come back. So, all right, that's a pretty cool tagline. This actually isn't Vinegar Syndrome, but they will have partner labels. This is VHS Shitfest. So I love that name. That's pretty cool. So anyways, that's like I want to say maybe shot on film. Very low budge kind of movie, but I definitely enjoy those. So we'll see. We got Skull World here. This is a riff on a classic, you know, Kiss cover. So I don't know much about this one. I did see the trailer. I think it has something to do with this guy that created some kind of like a Ren Fair kind of event with people in all cardboard, you know, costumes and whatnot, and just seemed like really fun and really weird and rad, and I'm definitely all about that. Oh, this is interesting. So I don't know what this extra disc is. Huh. Sometimes they have mispressings and, you know, what have you, but Hmm. Maybe it's a disc of ROMs or something. This is very weird. So, anyways, I got this Slopes Game Room Arcade Classics, The Complete History, Volume 1. Again, growing up, with the evolution of video games, this definitely appealed to me. I love a good documentary. Um, and just learning about, because, I was a kid when I'd see these like amazing arcade machines that would blow my mind and steal all my quarters from me. And to be an adult now and to be able to go back and to learn some factoids and about the people that created these games and whatnot, that's very appealing to me. So anyways, yeah, it came with this side disc here, so I don't know what that's about. I will find out later though. um, we got Rush Week. I have no idea what this is, but other than just another, I think this is one of those long lost um, slasher flicks that were trying to compete with what they started with Friday the 13th. Well, I know Friday the 13th is not the OG. I mean, I want to say there's probably other ones, but yeah, that's what really made it take off. And so there was a lot of like, hey, check us out too. We can do a cheap, slasher. So it just seemed kind of fun and practical effects and all that. So I said, let's go. Now I bought this on the recommendation, Dirty Work. I love this guy, R.I.P. Norm Macdonald. 4K, so of a weird release that I didn't really know about until I waited all night in a line for the limited run retail 10th anniversary event. And I met, cool people in line as you do. And this guy was talking this up and just, was very much about this movie. And so he seemed like a really cool guy. And I'm like, I trust your judgment. And I eventually ended up getting this. So thanks, friend, line buddy. Um, and now we got Look Hollywood, a Super Action, Volume 1. And this just looked bonkers. I love people that... This is why I love cheap, low-budget, B kind of movie making. Because it's often made... It's not that it's bad. It's... Because it's often made with passion. But it's made by people that want to create something, but they don't really... They have a vision. They just don't have the money. And so whatever money they have, they stretch it thin, but they make it work. They could... That's, necessity is the mother of invention. I think having limits really and boosts your creativity. So I'm really keen to watch that. I think that sounds fun. There's a couple of movies on here I didn't read. Who Killed Captain Alex and Bad Black. So sounds like a lot of fun. Can't wait to get into those. All right, what else we got going here? I got a few more here to go through. Then I'll cap it off with those ones I mentioned earlier. I have no idea what this is from. It says handle with care, fragile. So I will. It's from the Cajun Prep. I think I know what this is. This will be a fun one. This will cross the lines between, when I try to do tastings and then the collector part of me. Yep, this is what I thought. This is when the Facebook advertising works, the algorithm. It got me. So I saw this ad for Billy Mitchell's hot sauce, and then if you ordered it in this pack, you got like a signed print of the infamous cheater. I mean, if King of Kong is any indication. But fun documentary if you haven't seen it. But yeah, this is his King of Kong hot sauce, fistful of quarters. Also signed. How cool is that? Billy Mitchell, the man, the myth, the legend. So hopefully the hot sauce is good. It's like I mentioned, I'm a hot sauce hound, but we shall see. All right, I'm gonna get that framed. I think that's a cool print. Maybe put it up on my old arcade machine back there. Although I may be getting rid of that. It just takes up a lot of space, and I don't honestly use it that much. I use like more handheld retro devices, emulators. They're just much more convenient, of course. I had this vision for this thing. I have like these cool little stools. what stools are they? Boba Fett and Darth Vader. And I just envision having, buddies over, and I got like little drink holders, and we'd like get our game on, but it just never really happened. I mean, honestly, over here in this, I had an OG Xbox that was modded, and when that was working, I did actually use that a couple of times with some friends, and we played some, 3-person TMNT classic arcade game kind of stuff. But yeah, I think I may get rid of that arcade machine. We'll see. All right. What is this box from? Ooh, this will be a fun one. This is from Square Enix. This game didn't technically get a collector's edition, but they had a collector's edition content sold separately kind of thing. And it's been getting a lot of good buzz, and I'm definitely going to get the game. This is sort of a game that's modeled after old school top-down Zelda-likes, they've been calling them, action-adventure type of games. I don't know that there's RPG elements as much per se. I guess you do up your stats or whatever, maybe get new weapons, but I think it's called the Adventures of Elliot. Here is the soundtrack, beautiful art. Now, I've been warned about this fairy, who, again, I guess they were modeling it after a classic Zelda game, which also featured or has featured annoying fairies, like, hey, listen, So, what I got in here, this is redonkulous, man. The Millennium Tales as the subtitle, or whatever. So this huge box here. Love that art. I think it's sort of a diorama type of thing. Faye and the Doorway of Time tabletop clock. I might just leave this sealed because, again, I don't know if I'm going to have space for it. I may move things and sell things and, to make room for it, because I feel like this is going to be a newfound favorite. I need to play it, though, to make that determination. So I'm going to leave that sealed for now. But, yeah, it came with the soundtrack and that cool thing. It got that direct from Square Enix's website. I think they're sold out, though. Because, like I said, that game's been doing quite well. Sorry, I've got a leaning tower of collectibles here. All right, I've got just like I said, a few more. Well, 6 total. Let's see what's in this Play Asia box here. Play Asia is one of my, I'd say it's maybe my 3rd favorite online video game retailer. They definitely stock some cool titles that you can't get anywhere else per se. Decent prices, but I think VGP, or Video Games Plus, based out of Canada, are my new favorite. It used to be Limited Run, but I feel like Limited Run's kind of gone down in quality over the years. But VGP has been consistently top notch. So anyways, this is Play Asia. I got this for my daughter. Little Rowlet Pokemon plush. So cute. She's gonna love it. Save that for her birthday or maybe Christmas. I have no idea. What is this? This is a soundtrack for River City Rival Shadows. This is a very cheap kind of extra that I just added. I want to say it was maybe a couple of bucks or something, but I was just like, cool, yeah, I'll add that. I feel like I have, or I may or may not have the game Rival Showdown. No, I don't think I do. But then I ordered a bunch of games as well. We got Sorry We're Closed. I just found out about this game. Look at this art. That looks incredible. So this is like an import version, which is different from the North American release. So I'm a sucker for, just like back in the day in the 90s, that was a gimmick, let's do different comic book covers. But this game looks nuts. I'm here for it. It's very 90s, like weird polygonal, character models and just bizarreness. It looks like a crazy Resident Evil on acid, and I can't wait to play that one. Oh yes, I forgot about this. I was bummed when this sold out on VGP's website, but then I was able to get it on PlayAsia. This is fine. Maximum Cope, the classic meme of the dog just relaxing while everything's on fire in a cafe somewhere. I heard good things about it. Like, look at that art style. It's consistently the same, like that cutesy kind of vibe, and it's a action platformer kind of thing, which I love those type of games. I actually already have a copy of this, but I wanted a copy that I could open and play, and one to collect. So I got Kamen Rider: Memory of Heroes. Just looked fun, like an arcadey action adventure type of game, that you can't get in the States, I believe, at least not digitally, or yeah, you can't even get it. So I love that too, like being able to access games that you don't have access to. So I mentioned the alternate cover for Sorry We're Closed. Here's that other cover. Super cool. I love both of them. I think they're wonderful artwork. Congrats on whoever was in charge of those. Alrighty, let's get these other big guys, and then I'll get the final reveals and see if we got some variant covers. All right, so where is this from? Oh, this is from Target. I have no idea what this is, to tell you the truth. Oh, you know what? I think I do. I want to say, is this a Pokemon thing? Oh yeah. So I saw on like one of those deal websites a rare opportunity to get me some Pokemon cards. So this is gonna be for my daughter, again, for like a birthday present or Christmas. So I think that'll be fun for her to open through, or go through and open all the different packs and things. So cool. Add that to her wallet. Okay, so let's see here. This one is from LRG Warehouse, which the OGs know means limited run games. Finally fulfilling an order. It takes a while for them to fulfill the order, several months plus. I'm used to this. People new to their business model are often not, and often can get pretty pissed off about that. I get it. But I'm usually not disappointed because they have quality releases, and so it's kind of like worth the wait. Got Momodora Moonlit Farewell. It's like a collector's edition. That is some gorgeous art. It just lowers my blood pressure just looking at that. It's so sweet and just gentle, and I just love it. It's great art. So yeah, this is a fun. I want to say it's a trilogy. And quite popular Metroidvania type of thing, sort of horror / anime vibes. Can't wait to play that series. Got 9 Years of Shadows. That just looks amazing. Another Metroidvania. This art, yeah, fantastic. Very comic booky / anime. Definitely, I've heard good things about that. There's the Momodora Moonlit Farewell standard release, again with the art, gorgeous, just love it. Then Rendering Ranger, This was a re-release of a rare game that I think was released back in the day, but it was like way ahead of its time. I want to say it was one of the last games to come out on the SNES that just features a lot of Mode 7 scaling of kind of effects, and I've played it. It's a very fun run and gun type of game. So I was excited to have a physical of that. All right, so now without further ado, I'm gonna see if I got some uh, uh, whatchamacallit, alternate covers. Should I open Limited Legacy, or let's open Limited Legacy first. Got it right here. You know, you can, in theory, up your chances to, you know, if you buy multiple covers. Oh no, don't have. Yay! I got it. Oh, that's beautiful. I commented on their social media, on their Facebook, just like how stunning this is. And I mean, yeah, you just heard me giggle like a schoolgirl, or just be in glee and joy. This is, oh, this is gorgeous. Wow. I mean, it's dark, it's weird. This game looks amazing. I can't wait to play this. I mean, what a mind fuck, huh? I mean, this, this, mwah, just thank you. I'm glad that that worked out. This is what the standard cover looks like, which very weird too. Looks like a pig nose, sprouted arms and legs. It became sentient. And I'm here for that. That would be a good game too. But and this is actually, oh, that's cool. I noticed the alternate cover is in Japanese on the back, and then you got like some English here. So glad to own both. Very happy about that. Much love to Limited Legacy Games. Please go check them out. They have a new release that I'm reconsidering now. At first, I didn't think it looked like my cup of tea, but it's and I forget the name of it. But they posted a video about this guy saying, the developer, how it's like about his grief about losing his friend. And I love a good story-driven game, that's rooted in I think an artist's life, because I feel like that resonates, almost automatically. It just feels more substantive and real, So I think I want to put an order in for that, for sure. Okay, last here we've got the limited rare games. These guys are like the back alley limited run games. They're kind of poking fun at the whole FOMO, and but they do it really well. They got a really cool song that loops on their site, and they're just freaking cool, man. And yes, I got the freaking variant cover. Thank you so much for that. Holy moly, this looks bonkers. The Christmas Pickle, that's the variant cover. I mean, it looks like a classic holiday card. These people look like they're freaking out of their minds, and there's a freaking ginormous pickle in the middle of the tree. This is amazing. Oh my god. Limited rare. Thank you. And I missed out because apparently you if you ordered the soundtrack as well as the game, you got like a plush pickle. So I was like, that's pretty cool. And here's the standard, what that looks like, which is pretty freaking cool too. Very basic, in its design, but there's something to be said for a clean, basic, design choice. So that's a good way to cap it off. I got two variant alternate covers. Very happy about that. And if you join me live, thank you for popping in. Again, I'm Johnny B, aka Kollector, for the purposes of this here stream. I'll keep getting my geeky stuff and holding on to it for a bit, and unbox some more. I'll keep doing this as long as I can. As long as I have a platform, it's fun for me. Feels like Christmas morning. Be sure to check out me as Retronathan, where I play old school type of games, Metroidvanias, platformers, beat 'em ups, etc. And just try to beat them. Try to flex that old school reflex that I like to think I still have, but it might be waning a bit. I don't know, or you get the arthritis. So, anyways, as I like to say, keep it geeky. Again, thanks for checking out the content, and I hope to see you at the next one. Take care, and until we meet again.